We're going to have a look at Drive at the moment. First things first, we're just going to look at the general navigation of Google Drive. Now, you'll notice it's very similar to Gmail. You've got your settings button over here. We won't talk about download Drive, that's a whole different kettle of fish. This one's actually quite interesting. The information tab, if things have been shared with you or they're part of your Drive, whether it's a shared file or a shared folder, you can see it's a shared folder. It'll show you when people have been making adjustments, where they've been putting it and whatnot. Obviously you can change the layouts. This one's more folder based. Obviously this one's list, similar to Gmail. And then of course over here you've got your tabs to the areas and the things that you have access to. So in terms of these things over here, I'm going to sneeze, excuse me. Oh. Right, so if you've got multiple things within a section of this menu, for example, under my Drive, I can bring up all the others that have subfolders. Generally, if you're in my Drive, you can do it all through there. What most of us will have is most things will come into here, or everything will come into here if it's been shared with you. So if you haven't created the document yourself, but someone else has shared it with you, this is the place it comes. For example, all of these people here have shared something with my email and to Drive, with a Google Doc, an Excel spreadsheet, anything, PDFs, stuff like that. So it sits in that shared with me. Now the My Drive part is where you take what you want from that shared with me, or content that you have created. For example, I own these ones, and you organize it how you want it within here. So for most of us, this is where the vast majority of our content that has been shared with you has gone, or stuff that you've created will be. The thing with stuff that sits in there is it's just literally as it comes in, it stays there. There's no organizational ability within there. However, within my Drive, you have complete manipulation over where and what you put things, and then of course, obviously, later on we'll talk about maybe how you can create folders and share those folders so that when you're uploading things and putting things in, you can put them into one folder that everyone has access to. So those are the big things. So the number one thing I guess we want to get from our little Drive session today is how you take something, or how you create something in your Drive, or how you want to organize things and put things into your own Drive. So for example here, you'll notice you'll get a lot of invites in Gmail from likes of Cookie and Kate or me to edit something, or to view this, or to are you attending a calendar invite. So they may look something like this. So this is one that came through from Cookie right back at the start of the year. Notes from staff meeting. So you'll notice back there it's called Notes 2017. And she's uploaded it into Google Docs or onto her Drive. Now when I go look into here, shared with me, it's actually this one right here. She's changed the name, which you can do. So that right now just sits in shared with me. So that's getting updated constantly because I'll open it up for you. Rather than having individual ones, each staff meeting Cookie's just put in all the minutes, so they're all in one file. So it's really easy to go back and have a nosy at, which is cool. But of course, when that happens, I have no idea that she's put anything into it. So if I do want to get notifications and whatnot, my best thing is to put it up into my Drive. So two ways of doing it. One is to highlight it, and you can literally drag it up and let it go. Obviously, if there's subfolders, you can go in down and put it wherever you like. So I'm going to put it into my staff folder. Okay, we'll share it with everyone who can see the shared folder stuff. That's fine. Okay, and then so what it does is it doesn't take it away from there. That'll make a copy and put into here. So if I go back into there it is there. So it's now in my Drive. The other way of doing it is to, let's take what's another staff one. I'll take a Rams template. Now if you right click on this, it should bring up some. Right. So when you right click, it also, just like it normally would on computer, brings up other options. So obviously add staff, it's important. Make copies, download. So obviously you're taking it off the online forum and you've got it on a hard drive on your computer. But obviously there it is, the one there, and that's that add to my Drive. So when you click that one, it'll automatically take that document, and if you go back up into your Drive, it'll just sit it straight in there. Now how you organize it once you're in there is completely up to you. But essentially that's where it'll live. Next step, I guess, of organising it is whether you want to put things into folders and or you're just wanting to create your own stuff. Anything you create will be in your My Drive, but it will not be shared with anyone else unless you want it to. So obviously, if you want to create anything new, you go up to new, obviously new folders, which all of those come from. You're uploading files, things like that, whether it's a Google Doc, Sheets, Slides, there's tons of them. In terms of how the folders may work, and it's up to you guys how you use it, BOT is a really good one. So this BOT folder is shared with every single one of our BOT members, plus admin, and they have complete access to any information or files that get put in here. To give you an idea of how we do it, here was our board meeting from the end of last year. We've got a consent agenda, so all our agenda items go in there, minutes, agenda, and it's all, everything pretty much sits all up in there. So it is a pretty good way to organise stuff that you'd have online. Obviously, you only need Wi-Fi access to get all this information, so you don't necessarily need your laptop. I've got apps that I can get for you guys that you can download onto your phones and onto iPads. So there's easy access to all this kind of stuff. So get amongst it.